This smile is called the Mona Lisa smile. Do you notice anything peculiar, anything special about that smile? It's a crooked smile, isn't it? And that was how the boy smiled. How do you interpret this smile?
They succeeded into something.
Sorry?
They succeeded
Into?
doing what they wanted to do.
What was it that they wanted to do?
To make the father
To make the father
angry.
angry? Why? Why did they want to make the father angry?
Attention from
Attention! Exactly, attention. Can I have these two ladies? Yes. Congratulations. One for the lady and one for you, ma'am.
But they can do it when nobody was there, but it wouldn't be sweet, right?
It's not a matter of sweetness. You see, what happened was, the psychologist said, these boys discovered that this is the only time that you will pay serious attention to them. At other times when they call you, tengah baca surat khabar, okay, they don't get that kind of attention. So they don't care. They realize that when they fight like that, each time the guests are around, that is when the father as well as the mother, particularly the father, because boys at this age, we will touch about that afterwards, they need the father more than anything else. So when the father didn't pay real attention, they don't mind. They would rather be beaten, yelled, berated, scolded at rather than being ignored. So what do we learn from this? Kids misbehave because they are bored, because they feel unwanted. They want attention. Because it gets them noticed. If they feel ignored, they will do all sorts of things, even running away from home, even bedwetting at certain ages just to get attention. And negative attention is better than no attention at all. Any kind of attention, even if it means pain and being in a bit of a misery, that's okay. So how do we give attention? There are several ways of giving attention. Using touch, using gestures, using words, but we do not have time to cover everything due to the short duration of this delivery. I will only touch on words, okay, just for today. Now, we all know that words matter, right? Even though there was this old English proverb that says that hard words break no bones, we know that it can break hearts. It can break hearts. We do know that based on our own experience. But why do words matter for children in particular? Why do words matter? Words matter because kids do not know who they are. They don't know who they are. They use the words that we use to describe them to know who they are. Who am I? Am I a good or a bad person? Am I this? Am I that? Am I cruel? Am I kind? Jahat ke, baik ke? They use the words that are implied by the words that we use. And I want to say this in particular. You see, other people might use strong words against our children. That hurts our children, but nothing comes close to what parents themselves, we ourselves say, has a very strong implication. The words, our choice of words, carry a lot of weight. Even though we may use it in a friendly manner, sometimes they take it very, very seriously. And sometimes it seems as though they don't really take seriously what they say, ha, 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 like that, you know. They do take it seriously. If we use words, kind words that imply that they are good people, for instance, we say, I really like it when you help Opa carry the heavy bag just now from the car, I'm proud of you. So, kembang hati mama bila tengok Ana bawakan beg untuk Opa tadi, they feel, oh, I'm a good person, and they want to do that again. They want to identify, you know, identify with that kind of behavior. They feel proud of themselves, and they know that they are doing something good. So the thing is, sometimes we tend to say the wrong things. We tend to pick out the wrong things rather than catch them doing something good. But the psychology of children is that what gets noticed gets done. What you say out, you are actually encouraging that behavior unwittingly. But if we use negative words like malas, lazy, a slob, apa lagi? What other words? I'm sure there are a whole array of words that we use sometimes. Wow, the OUM people are very, very good. Bodoh. What else? Dergil. Slow sangat. What else? Let's get it all out today. Everything within these walls. Bising. Bising is okay. I think you are just telling them bising, please keep quiet. It's okay. Not so, I wouldn't say it is a negative word.
Spoiled brat.
Spoiled brat, that is a strong word. Useless. Useless is an extremely strong word. Very, very strong. Some words we really need to get them out of our repertoire. Just throw them away for good. Never ever use them. Yeah? And the words that we use also reflect on the kind of parenting that we do. The style of parenting. Maybe some of you have already attended some parenting courses and have heard about parenting styles. So words are not just the thing that define our parenting styles, but yes, they do reflect our parenting styles. And there are 4 altogether. Passive. We have aggressive, passive, manipulative, and assertive. Easy to remember, PAMA. Alright. Passive. Passive is when you let your kids do whatever they want. You have no control over them. That's passive. What is the danger of being a passive parent? You see, in a number of cases where parents abuse children, they come under this because you do not show it when you're upset, you do not show it in a positive way, so it bubbles under the surface. You're already angry, dah marah, tapi sabarlah, sabarlah, sabarlah. Instead of expressing it in a positive way, until such a time, this is what they call the last straw that breaks the camel's back. You dah tak tahan sangat, you explode, meletup. So just because a parent is passive doesn't mean that, you know, bersabar. Not the time for you to bersabar. So passive is when you let your children do whatever they want. And aggressive is when we use the negative, harsh words, like useless, bodoh, and all those kind of words. And as well as you could be physically aggressive. Maybe you like to hit your children, for instance. Yeah, that's also aggressive. Manipulative is when you use guilt. You make children feel guilty. I'm not saying that feeling guilty is not a good thing. There are cases where, because guilt is proven in the world of psychology as a very powerful motivator. Yes, there is a time and place. But sometimes we manipulate guilt at the wrong time and place where it is, where we shouldn't use. We shouldn't use that kind of emotion. And the last one is assertive. Assertive is when you say what you want, you state clearly what your expectations are, and you show to them that you want discipline in a clear and consistent manner. So that is assertive. Don't worry if you don't remember these words. Don't worry. Just remember that of all these, you want to be assertive. And we will do a short exercise shortly, yeah? I wish you have never been born. Okay. Aggressive? Possible. Manipulative? Manipulative. Yes, it is. Because you make the children feel guilty for being born. Isn't it? Menyesal aku melahirkan kamu ni. Does the child has any say in whether he or she was born or not? But the thing is that we parents, when our resources are low, when we are tired and you know you get so, your resources are low, you tend to say things that you don't mean. So please be very careful of what you say. It could be aggressive or manipulative, yeah? But it's more towards manipulative. You stupid boy? Aggressive, quite straightforward. I want you to be home by 6. Assertive. And this is a very direct way of telling children what you expect of them. You don't have to raise your voice. Just make it loud enough. Tak payah menjerit. You don't even have to shout or yell. Just make yourself clear. Why can't you be as good as your sister? Manipulative, yes. You compare. And that is a trademark of a manipulative parent. You see, you force the child to follow what you see by comparing him or her with other siblings or cousins or whoever. So it's very hurtful, eh? It's very hurtful for children if you compare them with somebody else.